up and sing. No one will. We are finally on our way. Brothers and sisters, we need you all today. And there's work to do as a people, and it won't go away. We're the chosen one by heaven to do the work that must be done. Our life with faith and purpose, our people together as one. You know it's time to stand like a people. You know it's time to stand like a people today. It's time to stand like a people. Stand up and say, no more wondering, we are finally on our way. I just to see that nothing is impossible when they try with all their might. We must build those homes to teach them they are children of kings and queens. It's us to work and build and sing. You know it's time to stand like a people. You know it's time to stand like a people today. It's time to stand like a people. Stand up and say, no more wondering, we are finally on our way. Take it away. Mothers and fathers and elders, they have given us all they can. They fought to protect us in this hard and bitter land. Their trials must give us every woman and man. None are free in this hollow. We take our lives to take back our land. You know it's time to stand like the people. To stand like the people today. It's time to stand like a people. Stand up and say, no more wondering, we are finally on our way. Greetings, Go Say family. Good morning, good afternoon, grand rising. It's so good to be here in the spirit of the Most High. We have the pleasure of presenting today, or broadcasting today, from inside the sanctuary of the Oakland sanctuary. We are here, and as they say, and as I've learned, and it has come to mean so much to me, it is good to be in the house of the Most High. You know that when we wake up in the morning, it's not a given that we're able to get up. I say that sometimes we take for granted the most simple things. I say, but we appreciate, we thank, we honor the Most High for allowing us to wake up in our own beds. I say to be clothed as the family folks before us, the ancestors, our elders would say. They say, closed in the right mind. I see. We have to, little housekeeping. As we proceed with today's services, those who are coming in, if you're new, we want to make sure that you know to identify yourself so you won't be moved out of the service and put into one of the breakout rooms. We're asking, one of my most beautiful sisters just walked in the door. Sister Aziza is here in the house. Oh, thank you, Most High. I see that you identify yourself so that we all know who you are. Have your name and or number. So if you're able to do that, then we'll move you quickly right back into the service. I see. The other thing is that, and I know we get excited. I'm one who is very excitable. And sometimes I may forget to turn my mic off, to mute myself. So make sure you're on mute unless you're specifically called for or on the service schedule to say or do something. And once you've completed that, we ask that you just put yourself back on mute because we don't want the conflicting sounds. Ashe. We are, what we believe and what we practice. We'll say community is a community of the way. The way is M.I.T, truth, justice, and righteousness. We believe in the teachings of our elders and our ancestors that the Creator God created the universe and all life, and that has placed in each of us a part of the divine spirit. Ashe. God living in us and through us has given us the right and the power to establish peace and justice in all human life and true harmony with all of creation. We believe in the living faith of our ancestors. Our way is not merely ritual or belief. Our way is a way of life. Ashe. And as we move along in the service today, we've had a couple of great losses, Ashe. And, that's one of those for me and for many of you, I hope. It's like one of those mysteries. We don't really understand why the Most High has chosen to do what he done. And so I don't know that any words that anyone can say can, make it make sense, but we just believe in the power of the Most High. A couple of weeks ago, we had mentioned that our dear sister, Aziza had lost a nephew. Prior to that, she had lost her brother. And then we heard last week that, our esteemed scholar, minister, Professor Manu had, his mother had transitioned. And then we got the word Friday that Minister M.I.T, father has transitioned. And it's kind of one of those things, it's difficult, and I understand within our traditions that we celebrate a life lived well, but also there's some struggles there, some pain. So I was looking this morning in Hosea, and hopefully something that I have pulled up will give a little solace to Sister Ziza, Professor Manu, and Minister M.I.T. In the book of Vindication on page 115, it says, "The doors of the heavens are open to you because of your righteousness. You may ascend and see Hawthorne, love and beauty exalted. May any case against you be canceled. May any offenses of you be erased by those who weigh hearts in the balance on the day of taking account of character. May it be granted that you join those who are in the sunbark by those who are in the company of Ra." Ashe. And then we look on page 53, and after the passing of someone in the book of M.I.T, we talk about the importance of libation. And it reads, "Pour libation for your mother, your father, and your mother who rest in the valley of the dead. May God will witness your actions and accept it. Do not forget to do this even when you are away from home. For as you do for your parents, your children will do for you." Ashe.
Now, we'll do a few shout outs before we go into our affirmation that's going to be brought by Sister Bobby and Brother Ed. But for all of us who are here today, we're so thankful. We're just thankful to be here today. We're thankful for everybody that's here. If I don't mention your name, it's attributed to my heart, not my head, okay? Or my head, not my heart. Let me say it like that. Get it right. So we have our wonderful Mama Rose is here, the one that cooked and supported our children for many, many years. We are so thankful for her. We're so thankful she can be with us. And she comes and visits us at the WOW meeting, and we're just so happy that you are here today, Mama Rose. We love you. We got our sister Queen Rashonda, who brought the meditation this morning. I want to thank you for bringing and teaching us meditation. I'll let you know, I finally got my kidney meditation down. I got it. I'm so thankful for it. Sister Sugar D is here this morning. We have our brother M.I.T. Bill, who is here. He's always bringing so much to our community. We are so thankful for you. Sister Tony Scott is here. We see her at WOW, and we're looking forward to hearing her lovely voice, everybody. Let her know you want to hear her sing. Okay?
Yes.
Our Mama Fania is here. We have our General Kofi is here. We're thankful for you today and all days. The Sister Nkichi is here. I'm reading some of your book again and loving it, loving it, loving it. Ababa M.I.T. Shango is here. Brother Damani here, Brother Kalahari, Sister Tyra may be here, but it might be Brother Tambo that is here. Our wonderful, magical warrior, Minister Alicia is here. Always so happy when she's here. She's here so much of the time, and we appreciate you, Minister Alicia, and everything you do for our Wolsey communities. Sister Celeste is here, and that's enough for now. So we're going to go on into our affirmation that Sister Bobby from Sacramento and Brother Ed from Sacramento are going to bring today. Thank you. I'll check.
Okay.
Good morning, we'll say. Good to be here this morning. I'm enjoying the service so far. We haven't even really got to the meat of it yet. I'm going to jump right in here to the Woolsey Community Affirmation. Ed, are you there, available? You ready?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. We will know God's truth to be free and self-determined.
Creator, help us to remember the humanity, glory, and suffering of our ancestors and to honor the struggles of our elders.
Let us strive to bring new vision and life to our people. Let there be peace and harmony among us.
Let us be loving, sharing, and creative. Let us work, study, and listen so we may learn, teach, and cultivate self-reliance.
Grant us power, O Holy One, as we struggle to resurrect our hearts and our homeland.
We will raise our children according to the needs of our nation with discipline, patience, devotion, and courage. We will strive to be the living models of the new direction of our people.
We are an African people.
We are children of God. Divine Creator, we ask that you bless these words that have been uttered, and we ask that you continue to bless the Wolsey family. Ashe.
Ashe.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Now the time is overdue. Seven holiday where peace is celebrated all throughout the world. Ooh, all right, here we go. Now the time is overdue for people like me and you who know the word true is love and unity among our children. It should be a great event, and the whole day should be spent in full memory of those who lived and died for the oneness of all people. let us all begin. We know nothing will. Let it all go ahead and sing it loud as you can. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Dr. King. I see. Had to get that in. It was Martin Luther King's birthday yesterday, so we decided we'd try and squeeze that in. Thank you, Brother Ty, and my beautiful wife, who is so patient and forgiving when I step on her lines. Thank you. Hopefully you guys are starting to get that feeling of celebration, Shay. I mean, I know that in the African-American traditions that really are illuminated in New Orleans. You know, when we have the loss of a loved one, the loss of a icon, a loss of someone in the family, you know, we start out a certain kind of way, but they make sure that we start to pump it up with life, you know, that we start to appreciate and return, as Mama Conke say, we begin to take those, that grief and turn it into memories that we can sit back and laugh. And right now, some may not, you know, it takes a little while, may not be ready, but I know that now, you know, my mother's passed, it's been going on, it's 4+ years, going on the 5th year, but now, me and my brother, we can sit back and talk about it with our daughters, our nieces, you know, about, you know, mama did this, mama did that, what your grandma was like, something like that. So, you know, we have to try and get that spirit going, you know, kind of lift it up and help to carry them over, all right? So believe it that they, you know, they live right, Most High is looking out for each and every one of us. Our love is with each and every one of you. Right now, it's that time in our service, and I don't know if I said it yet, but, you know, this is my favorite time of service. I don't know if I said it yet. You know, there's so much about our services that we'll say, and each one is my favorite. I don't know if I shared with some of you. I had 9 aunties and 1 uncle. You know, my mom was a family of 11. And so each of my aunties, I learned very, 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 very early. Each one is your favorite. So I got all these aunties, just like we have all these portions, all these components of a service, and each one is the best one. Each one is my favorite. And right now, I'm gonna go along with that whole train of thought. You know, get on board. Get on board. That train of thought, and this train is moving on to what we call the historical tribute. That part where we try and take at least 5 generations of our history and keep it alive. Because as we say, you know, we know that if we don't teach it, you know, it won't be taught. If we don't teach it, we don't teach our children, if we don't pass that information along, it would end up just disappearing. So right now is one of my favorites, and bringing it is one of my favorite, we'll say, members. My good brother John. John is doing today's historical tribute. So if I could turn it over to my dear brother John, could you come with us, brother John Jackson?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a hard act to follow the peaches and herb of Wolfsay, but I'll do my best. Anyway, normally I would do a video, but when I got introduced to this particular historical figure, whom I had never heard of, I tried my best to find some footage and whatnot to kind of present it in my normal format, but was unsuccessful at that. So that being said, I just decided, well, okay, I'm going to just read some things. And I'd like to begin first by saying that I'm a part of a men's group, a men's support group called Black Men Alive and Well. And during one of those meetings, there was a particular brother in the meeting who was sharing some things, and he shared some things that resonated with me, that let me know he was, woke. And so I asked him a few questions afterwards. I said, "Oh, so you know about Chancellor Williams and John Hendrick?" Yeah, I know about those guys. I've read their book. And then he said, "Do you know about David Walker's Appeal?" I said, "David who?" "David Walker's Appeal." "No, never heard of it." And so, of course, I said, "Well, I'm gonna have to do a little research on the guy." And so I did, and found out that this guy, David Walker, was a brother back in the early 1800s. He was born in 1797, which some say that's kind of questionable. And he died in 1830. But what he did, he wrote the most inflammatory, incendiary expose on slavery that I guess had ever been written during that time. David Walker was a courageous and visionary African-American leader and activist. He put his life on the line by publicly demanding the immediate end of slavery in the newly established nation of the United States. Walker has exerted lasting influence on the ongoing struggle for equal rights and racial justice in the US. During his lifetime, he pushed other abolitionists to be bolder and more radical in their thinking and actions. And through the years, his ideas have inspired many generations of Black leaders and activists of all backgrounds. Now, Walker was a Black American, of course. He was born free in Wilmington, North Carolina, around 1796. And as a young man, he traveled extensively through the South, observing the myriad injustices of the slave system, and settled for a time in Charleston, South Carolina, home of a politically active African Methodist Episcopal Church that espoused racial egalitarianism. Now in Charleston, Denmark Vesey's insurrection was uncovered in 1822, resulting in severe repression of independent Black churches, and thus making autonomous Black collective action extremely difficult. But by 1825, Walker had moved to Boston, where he joined a politically engaged and organized Black community. Late in 1828, he delivered an oration to one of the most prominent local Black anti-slavery groups, the Massachusetts General Colored Association, proclaiming the efficacy of anything which may have the least tendency to expose our miserable condition. Although firm and proud, the speech gave little hint that Walker was already thinking over his incendiary and soon notorious appeal in 4 articles, together with a preamble. And just to give you a sense, I don't know how many of you have heard of David Walker's Appeal, but just to give you a little taste of what he wrote in his preamble, written in 1830, having my dearly beloved brethren and fellow citizens, having traveled over a considerable portion of these United States, and having, in the course of my travels, taken the most accurate observations of things as they exist. The result of my observations has warranted the full and unshaken conviction that we, colored people of these United States, are the most degraded, wretched, and abject set of beings that ever lived since the world began. And I pray, God, that none like us ever may live again until time shall be no more. They tell us of the Israelites in Egypt, the Helots in Sparta, and of the Roman slaves, which last were made up from almost every nation under heaven, whose suffering under those ancient and heathen nations were, in comparison with ours, under this enlightened and Christian nation, no more than a cipher. Or in other words, those heathen nations of antiquity had but little more among them than the name and form of slavery, while wretchedness and endless misery were reserved, apparently in a file, to be poured out upon our fathers, ourselves, and our children by Christian Americans. And that's just the opening statement, but there was so much that he wrote. Here's another thing that he said further in the preamble. I am fully aware in making this appeal to my much afflicted and suffering brethren that I shall not only be assailed by those whose greatest earthly desires are to keep us in abject ignorance and wretchedness, and who are of the firm conviction that heaven has designed us and our children to be slaves and beasts of burdens to them and their children. But I am persuaded that many of my brethren, particularly those who are ignorantly in league with slaveholders or tyrants, who require their daily bread by the blood and sweat of the more ignorant brethren, and not a few of those too, who are too ignorant to see an inch beyond their noses, will rise up and call me cursed. Yea, the jealous ones among us will perhaps use more abject subtlety by affirming that this work is not worth perusing, that we are all well situated, and there is no use in trying to better our conditions, for we cannot. I will ask one question here. Can our condition be any worse? Can it be any more mean and abject? If there are any changes, will they not be for the better, though they may appear for the worst at first? Can they get us any lower? Where can they get us? They are afraid to treat us worse, for they know well, the day they do, they are gone. But against all accusations which may or can be preferred against me, I appeal to heaven for my motive in writing. Who knows what my object is? If possible, to awaken in the breast of my afflicted, degraded, and slumbering brethren a spirit of inquiry and investigation respecting our miseries and wretchedness in this republic land of liberty. Walker was an evangelical Christian. I won't comment on it. I have some very deep feelings about that, but he was a religious man. And in his appeal, he takes white Christians to task for supporting slavery and its savage and unchristian treatment of fellow human beings. Such treatment was not only inhumane, Walker asserted, it was also hypocritical. After fighting for emancipation from Britain and founding a nation based on equality, white Americans continue to enslave and degrade Black people throughout the Republic. The appeal was published at a time of growing resistance to slavery. Free Black communities were expanding and slave rebellions were on the rise. Walker used underground networks to circulate copies of his pamphlet throughout the South. The effort has been called one of the boldest and most extensive plans to empower slaves ever conceived in the US before the Civil War. And so I got a bunch of stuff on my computer here, so I'm trying to read here. there was a particular article, a statement that he made. Okay. Slave rebellions and conspiracies had occurred before the appeal was published, most famously the Haitian Revolution and the Beasley Plot. But while previous pamphlets had obliquely condoned or excused insurrection, Walker's book was an open defense of such revolts. The book was distributed covertly throughout the South via a loosely associated interracial, though mostly Black, communication network, and ultimately found its way into the hands of slaves and their allies. When Southern officials learned of the book, the response was swift. A bounty was immediately placed on Walker's head. Georgia and South Carolina passed laws against incendiary publications. Georgia made the circulation of such documents a capital offense. North Carolina and Georgia prohibited the teaching of slaves to read, and a number of Southern states prevented free Blacks and slaves from interacting and Blacks from assembling at all without white supervision. Walker was well aware of the dangers involved in publishing such a document, noting in the text that he expected that some would act to imprison or even kill him, and that he was willing to die in the effort to free his people from bondage. The Appeal was its third printing in 1830 when Walker died. Some say due to tuberculosis, but from my reading, the man was found dead on the front steps of his house. So, I don't know, I think we can safely conclude that the man was more than likely murdered. The appeal, again, is a rallying cry or manifesto, closer to a sermon than a learning disputation, filled with indignation and laments, vitriol and sarcasm. Its rhetoric suggests that it was meant to be delivered orally to audience rather than read privately. Its primary objective was to raise consciousness and provoke action. A secondary aim was to refute Thomas Jefferson's speculations about the natural inferiority of Blacks and his claim that American slavery was milder and more benevolent than the ancient slavery of of Egypt, Greece, or Rome. The thinking of those days, man, it upsets me. I'm learning a lot of things that I never knew. David Walker is his appeal and the things that he had to say in this rather extensive. It was in 4 articles. I was only able to get 2 of them, and with a lot of commentary about it. But basically, yeah, David Walker. This is it's not a whole lot that I can share with you about him, other than the fact that that he was a man who stood up, like our brother Martin Luther King. He was a prerequisite. David Walker was mentioned by Du Bois. He was mentioned by Frederick Douglass. He was a known. He had a known impact throughout the early 19th century because of what he wrote. And so I would encourage you all to do your own research, look into this a little more. David Walker's appeal is something that I think we all can learn something from. Anyway, so I'm not going to be before you long. This was a brief historical tribute. So just remember that name, David Walker, David Walker's appeal, and the things that he tried to get done for his people, and he gave his life for it, as our dearly beloved, what's the brother's name? No.
David Walker.
No, Martin Luther King.
I see.
That one.
Amen. So that's all I have to say to you guys today. But next time I will be sure to have a very up-to-date video for you guys in my next tribute. Thank you for your time.
Brother John.
Excellent, John. Excellent.
This is the Minister Michaelisi's son. And with that, we pour a libation for Brother David Walker. Minister Michaelisi. I'm yours. Father of creation, Mother of inspiration, Spirit of liberation. Are you? Your truth has made me free. My heart belongs to only thee. You're my destiny. My life was once a prison, full of ignorance and fear. Traducers blinded my eyes. No truth reach my ear. But somehow I learned the story, the sacred way of glory. The change fell away from me. Your truth set me free. I'm Father of creation, a mother of inspiration, Spirit of liberation. Your truth is set me free, so free, so free. And my heart belongs to only thee. You are my destiny. The way may not be easy, but freedom never comes free. Oh no, no, pressing on, I'm pressing on, perseverance. Working diligently, because the future is so the children of humanity. And I know I'll never want to with me. Father of creation, Mother of inspiration, Spirit of liberation. belongs to Hey, I tell you, I am yours. It is just so good to be in here. Got my music going, and I know y'all can see me having a good time here. I say, right now it's that time. Okay, right now where we have folks, hopefully your spirits are up, you're feeling really good, and it's like, I'm yours, what can I do for you? We'll say. It is that time, folks. This is that time to show what you can do by reaching out into your own storehouse, pulling out something that you have saved to share with the rest of the community. And right now I'm gonna bring in my beautiful sister, Mama Michelle, and Baba Damani. If you can come in and lead us in the litany of sacrifice, Ashe.
Ashe. All right, time and out service, we get to practice some Yajima, collective action, collective work and responsibility, and make sure our financial institutions, church institutions, spiritual institutions, are financially solvent. And so waiting for Brother Bill to put on the screen. This is the mailing address. Personally, I use PayPal. So yeah, personally, I use PayPal. And but these are the addresses you can send your donations to, if you prefer to. Let us get started. A litany of sacrifice. Save us, O Holy One. Save us, O Holy One, by your name. Vindicate us by your might. Hear my prayer, divine protector. Listen to the words of my mouth. How can we pray the Holy One for the gift that has been given to us? We will lift up the cup of salvation and call upon the God of our ancestors. We will fill our vows to our Creator in the presence of all our people. Gladly we bring our sacrifices to you. We praise your name, O Amun Ra, for it is good. Emoji, unity. We should strive to maintain unity in family, community, nation, and race.
Kuji Chagalia, self-determination. We shall define, name, create, and speak for ourselves.
Yajima, collective work and responsibility. We should build and maintain our communities together. Our brothers and sisters' problems shall be ours to solve together.
Ujamaa, cooperative economics. Together we shall build and maintain our own businesses, and together we shall profit from them.
Nia, purpose. We should make our collective vocation the building and developing of our community and the restoration of our people to our traditional greatness.
Kuumba, creativity. We shall do as much as we can in any way we can to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than when we inherited it.
Imani, faith. We will believe with all our hearts in our God, our people.
And in the righteousness and victory of our struggle.
Ashe.
Ashe. A short prayer, so please bow your heads. O Mother, Father, God, she who is of the Most High, the maker of all that is and shall be, the giver of all our needs, the knower of what is beyond truth. We are here today before you, Amun Ra, to say that we are thankful for keeping us in this world, guiding us through M.I.T, challenging us each day to organize the chaos. You have provided us a path. Umoja, Imani, Ujijima, Kujichagulia, Ujamaa, Kuumba, Nia, and we must recognize our role in the circle of life. Our love for you must show in every way, O Amun-Ra, through thought, spirit, and body. And this litany is the call for the body to act, to give back. We as your children, Amun-Ra, will sacrifice a little of what we do have to you, the Most High. And it is easy to see what we give to Wose comes back to us in the spread of knowledge, the fostering of fellowship amongst us, the warm hug of mentorship, and always, especially for me, always a safe place to land in this world where we can be and we can be with our people. So share Wose members, share with Wose Oakland, share what you have with Wose Sacramento, share that we may continue to do the work of Amun-Ra. Ashe, amen, ashe.
Ashe, amen.
Ashe. What a powerful and wonderful prayer. Yeah, there you go. Now, again, we're moving into another one of my favorite parts of the service, Ashe. This is that other auntie, that other uncle, that other cousin, because they are all my favorites, Ashe. Well, this is one of my favorites right here. Me, and I know I've said it a million times, and I'm gonna probably say it a million more. This is truly my brother when they say a brother from another mother. I'm honored and thankful that the brother, he did a message, 2 weeks ago, and then he came back, and I'm gonna do it one more time. I kind of call him the spiritual James Brown. Ashe, please don't go. Ashe. He's coming to bring a message, and I put a little levity in it because, like I say, along the lines of that New Orleans feel, along the lines of the feel of the Deep South, when we raise up at times, we mourn a little, and then we raise up, and we happy, all right? We're glad for what the Most High has allowed us to do, and I am truly happy that I have the honor, the pleasure, the opportunity to bring forth my brother to do today's message. If you would put your hands together, put your hearts together, and let's bring up my dear brother, Minister Mallie Latham. Ashe. Come on. Here we go.
And so we've come here today to dramatize a shameful condition. In a sense, we've come to our nation's capital to cash a check. When the architects of our republic wrote the magnificent words of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, they were signing a promissory note to which every American was to fall heir. This note was a promise that all men, yes, black men as well as white men, would be guaranteed the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It is obvious today that America has defaulted on this promissory note insofar as her citizens of color are concerned. Instead of honoring this sacred obligation, America has given the Negro people a bad check, a check which has come back marked insufficient funds. But we refuse to believe that the Bank of Justice is bankrupt. We refuse to believe that there are insufficient funds in the great vaults of opportunity of this nation. So we've come to cash this check, a check that will give us upon demand the riches of freedom and the security of justice. We have also come to this hallowed spot to remind America of the fierce urgency of now. This is no time to engage in the luxury of cooling off or to take the tranquilizing drug of gradualism. Now is the time to make real the promises of democracy. Now is the time to rise from the dark and desolate valley of segregation to the sunlit path of racial justice. Now is the time to lift our nation from the quicksands of racial injustice to the solid rock of brotherhood. Now is the time to make justice a reality for all of God's children.
As we keep to our traditions, before I share my message today, I first want to ask the permission of the elders to speak.
Yes, please, go right ahead.
Thank you. My message today, as you see, this is the on the heels of the famous Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech. I have a message that I want to share with you today titled A New Dream for Nubian People. Shall we take this journey together?
Let's go. Let's go.
These days, in the times of the pandemic, we would wonder just what Martin Luther King Jr. would think about these days and times. Before I get to that part of it, I just want to share something from the Lucia. It's found on page 70. Paragraph 8. Do not take lightly a small thing lest you suffer from it. Deadly harm comes to the fool for taking greatness lightly in his heart. Likewise, harm comes to a great person for taking smallness lightly. It is God who gives the wise the discerning heart in order that they may have appropriate respect. One who fears all harm avoids all harm.
Yes.
Do not take lightly a small illness, for there is a remedy. Take the remedy.
Yes. Yes.
I say. You know, what I like about a divine message, and especially when we are spiritually communicating, is that most things are simple.
Yes, come on now.
It ain't complex.
Say that.
Come on now.
It's not twisted
Okay.
and wrapped up in some mysterious words.
Come on, teach.
The last phrase, if there is a remedy, take the remedy.
Yeah.
Come on.
And you know, it just seems so simple, so direct. Yet I would imagine, even though we have so many people blessed with so much information, who are so knowledgeable, and we got all this access online and all, the simple seems to be difficult in these days and times. I mean, I would think if you're sick, you want to get well. If you're well, you don't want to get sick.
Come on.
That's pretty simple.
Yeah.
But yet, like my great uncle used to always say, sometimes you're just too smart for your own good.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's so simple, you just can't seem to see it or want to understand it. Yet, that's where I want to start us today, with something simple. Is that all right?
Yeah, go for it.
Come on. Bring
See,
it on.
you know, my great uncle used to also say that a lot of times you know so much and you know just enough to get in your own way. So I don't want to get in my own way this morning. I want to try to keep it simple. As people in the firehouse like Malik and Baba Ty know, it's called KISS. And in the military, we say the same thing. They say the same thing. It's keep it simple, stupid. KISS. And so I'm going to keep it simple. Much like with Martin Luther King Jr., he had a very simple approach to civil rights.
Come on, T.
If you don't have them, demand them. And if you don't get them, protest that.
Come on.
It's the same thing for social justice. If you don't have it, demand it. And if you don't get it, protest that. It's a simple, simple strategy. And even though many times we misinterpret nonviolence and the nonviolent strategy that Martin Luther King was very effective with, it was just a simple strategy.
Come on now.
It didn't take a whole lot of research. It didn't take a whole bunch of accreditations and degrees and letters behind your name to truly understand that if we demand what is supposed to be given for humans, all I need to do is be a human. And when I demand what I want, like everybody else gets, and I don't get it, I'm gonna protest. Pretty simple.
That's pretty simple.
Pretty straightforward. And when it comes to the dream, when it comes to how we approach those things, there's a process, I believe. I believe that it takes a dream to become a vision and then manifest itself in the real world.
Come on, T. Say it again.
See, you might have not heard that, so I'll say it again.
Say it again.
See, it takes a dream to become a vision, and then it can make itself manifest in the real world. And we are a living, breathing example of that. Well, say. See, that was a dream that Minister Makalisi and Brother Bill Calhoun had. And then they came together with a vision, a shared vision, and they made it manifest. What's the simple thing that's missing? Action.
Okay, now.
Uh-oh. Well, you thought I was gonna say something deep. No, it's action.
Come on.
See, if it had remained an idea, if it had remained a good thought, if it had just stayed at that level of vision, there probably wouldn't be no Wosay community today. I know that seems to be a bit obvious, but understand, to move today, to move in a new vision, and we talked about that a few weeks ago, the new vision for Wosay. It's going to be just more than conversation. It has to be more than a bunch of good ideas. It has to be more than just a collection of some committees and groups of folks sounding quite wise.
Come on now.
It has to be a simple part of the activity that becomes real.
All right now.
We gotta do something.
Yeah.
We gotta take some action. And today, my new dream for Wosay is a call for action.
Yeah, right now. Come on.
I want that to sit with you for a moment. Because I'm sure we have more than enough spokespersons. I'm sure that we have a whole lot of folks that can speak well. I know we have a whole bunch of folks that are great at strategizing and even organizing and building some stuff in their heads. But the thing that we have yet to get consistent about is to take action.
Come on now.
That will make something concrete and lasting.
Come on.
Y'all want to be with me this morning?
Come on now.
I hope I don't upset nobody. But see, if you notice, I continue to talk about new years. Because see, that's something I'm claiming, because in order for us to approach these things, in order to have a new vision, a new dream, a new way of approaching some things, you gotta be new.
Okay, come on now.
Come on.
Uh-oh. That's right. See, the first job of any work, of finding a new dream that becomes a new vision is to become a new person yourself.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
And what would that new person be like?
Come on.
See, there's some things that would be incorporated by the new you.
Okay, come
And
on.
that starts with the foundation of my.
Well,
And then it also has the guiding principles of the Nguza Saba. And then there's the character of the 10 virtues. See, that's a great and excellent starting point.
yeah.
Because if you can embrace those things, if you can engage those things, if you can have those things going on with you, oh, you're gonna be new.
Yeah.
Because we wasn't born like that.
Well,
We didn't just come out and be that. It has become something that once you have embraced, now you have to do something.
come on.
See, otherwise, I would just simply be thinking.
Well,
Instead, you gotta
idea.
do.
Do something. Come on.
All right. So I really want to challenge us,
Okay.
not just myself and not just one or two people in front of me, but I want to challenge everyone that's listening this morning.
Yeah.
And I want to challenge some folks that might listen to you when you're not here at Wosay and you're not online on Zoom.
Well,
Is I want to challenge you to take action.
yeah.
That somewhere other than just sitting here and watching each other,
Right.
that you're going to do something
Yes.
to make manifest the vision of a new Wosay.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that we're going to throw everything else out the window.
Well,
It doesn't mean that we're going to stop doing some effective things,
come on.
but it does mean we're going to do an upgrade.
All right.
It does mean that when we need some stuff to be manifested in a different way,
Come on.
we will learn how to be flexible. We will be willing to do the changes necessary to transform what we'll say is, because it's also going to be a transformation.
Trying to throw something easy.
Say that. Say that.
See, I don't just want the church to do well.
Well,
I just don't want to see the institution be transformed.
Well.
See, I want to be well.
yeah.
I want to be transformed.
Yeah. Come on.
And I'm still alive because I still got some work to do.
Yeah.
And I think if you're alive,
Yeah.
you still got some work to do.
Say that, brother. Say
See,
that.
it's got to be that unity, umoja, brings us together.
Yes.
We're all in it together.
Yeah.
And then we got to do some collective work. Not no solo job,
Well,
but a collective work. Ujima. And then we got to be creative.
right.
We got to be able to be flexible enough to take in other ideas that may not be like mine. To take in other people that may not be like me. And to take in ideas that I have yet to have.
Come on now.
And take all of that
Yeah.
Come on.
and mix some gumbo.
Wow.
See, I know I ain't got to really explain gumbo. I think I'm talking to the right folks. Am I talking to the right folks? See, a good gumbo takes a whole lot of ingredients, works them together, and feeds everyone present.
Yeah.
Come on
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The challenge is not something out of our range.
Well,
Everybody can't make a good gumbo,
Well.
and everybody can appreciate one.
yeah.
Oh, y'all been doing that got that. See, everybody might not be able to cook a good gumbo, but everybody can be fed well from a good gumbo. And the issue isn't everybody who does the cooking, but can it feed the needs of all who are in need? And that's the challenge. That is the dream
Yes.
that I want to offer to you guys,
Yes.
to all of us this morning.
Come on now. Come on.
Come on.
Because see, I even have some dreams.
Okay,
Come
now.
on now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I got some dreams.
Yeah.
Can I share them with you?
Come on.
Yeah,
now.
come on.
Can I share them with you?
Yeah, right now,
Come on,
right now.
See, I have a dream that one day there'll be some little black guys and some little black girls
Come on.
who will be able to attend an idiotome of their choice
All right.
in whatever neighborhood they may so reside.
Yeah.
I have that dream. Yes, I have that dream.
Come on now.
I also have a dream that Black folks will understand what being a Nubian really is in their spirit. I have that dream.
Come on.
Where they'll activate the divine presence in them.
Yes.
And then be able to act on it around them. I have that dream.
I got a dream.
I have that dream. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
And I also have a dream that one day Black people won't have to defend that Black lives really matter.
Yeah.
Yes, I have that dream.
Yeah.
I have a dream that one day Black on Black crime will be a footnote,
Say that.
banished
Yes.
to the hinterlands of Black reality.
Yeah.
Yes, I have that dream.
Come on now.
Somebody get with me this morning. See, I have a dream that one day there'll be a Wosei community all across the U.S.
Yeah.
where we be.
Come on.
I have a dream that there'll be Wosei communities across the Black diaspora. I have that dream.
Yeah.
I have a dream that one day,
Come on. One day.
we will be in a position to have a nation within a nation.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all don't feel me.
Yeah.
See, I know Minister Alicia knows what I'm talking about.
Come on now.
See, y'all don't feel me. See, not only do I have that dream, but I have the commitment to that dream.
Yeah.
To see, I want to come together with other like minds.
Yeah.
We ain't got to think exactly alike.
Yeah.
We ain't even got to believe exactly alike.
Yeah.
But we're willing to work together.
Yes.
Because see, I have a dream that we can come together,
Yeah.
that we can be together,
Yeah.
that we can work together,
Yeah.
that we can stand together.
Yes.
I do have that dream.
Yes.
I do have that dream.
Yes, brother.
Because see, I believe when you have that dream, when you can get that vision, that you could truly let freedom ring.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
See, from mountaintops,
Yeah.
from molehills in Mississippi,
Well,
you can let freedom ring.
Well, come on now.
From Stone Mountain to
Well,
the shores of Ghana,
Yeah.
you can let that freedom ring.
Let freedom ring.
See, you can, from the valleys and the venues of dispensation,
Yeah. Well,
you can let that freedom ring.
let freedom ring.
See, you can let it ring, you can ring it loud,
Yeah.
you can ring it strong.
Yeah.
And then see, suddenly you'll understand, mine will be a lifestyle.
Yes.
Woo!
Come on.
And Gusasaba will be a way of life.
Yeah.
See, when you let freedom ring, then you truly can be honest
Yeah.
and mean it when you say free at last.
Free at
Oh,
last.
y'all don't hear it.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't heard that before. That's like, hey, you ain't nobody told you that before. See, because then you can say, I'm free at last. I'm free at last. I'm free at last. Think I'm in raw almighty.
Yes.
I'm free
Free
at
at
last.
last.
Woo!
I say.
I say,
I say.
come on.
I say.
All right. And put down. I have a dream.
Yes.
I got a dream.
Yes.
You want God to be a way of life.
Yes.
I say have that dream.
Yeah.
If you want it, and that's so far out there, just the concept of having Black on Black crime, Black on Black violence be a footnote in the history.
Yes.
I say a
Yeah.
footnote in the history
Say that.
of Black people.
Say
Come
that.
on, I
Yes.
say, do you have that dream?
Yes.
Can you reach outside, step outside, and something you feel like that? But something that has something that the brother was saying, like, it takes all these ingredients.
Yes.
Come on, it's gonna take all these people,
Yes.
new Black people, new beings
Yes.
to come forward. So right now we are opening up the doors of Wosei to see, is there a new being sitting at that listening right now? Is there a new being wanting to come forth and get on board with the Wosei movement? Is there a new being out there? If you feel it in your heart, if you feel something, if you've been touched, go ahead and put something in the chat, or just raise your hand, or just speak up right now. Is there a new being out there that wants to join this movement? I say. Okay. Well, while we have the doors of the Ghost Day community open, this movement, we want to move on to another one of my favorite parts. This song, "Lift Every Voice," was written a while back because the song that they were singing just wasn't the American anthem, wasn't speaking to Black folks.
All right.
And those Johnson boys, I can say it, not disrespectful, because when I was coming up, they said them Coulter boys, I say them Latham boys, I say them Dixon boys, I say. So we're saying that the Johnsons, they sat down and they came up with the Black national anthem. Lift every voice. And so at this time, if I can bring up my members of the Stones of Fire to come with me, and all right, to come with me, and you need to maybe we got too much. Sing "Lift Every Voice." All right, here we go.
Sing it.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. There we go. Ring with the harmony of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the glistening sky. Let it resound loud as a rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Can we let Rob be with you? Rob be with you. I'm gonna ride with you. Ride with you until we meet again. As we close out, we want to remember that our hearts and our souls are together. We following those footsteps of our ancestors, knowing that we are one people, one faith, one aim, one destiny. And we call on the name that our families have been calling on for so many years. Let's all say, Amen. You are the most beautiful people.